Welcome. I see I've piqued your curiosity, and now you're here listening to me speak in front of two great thinkers, Plato and Socrates. I want to express something that is a little bit difficult for me to do because I'm much more of a thinker than I am of a feeler. But I believe in balance, and so I want to feel in this moment. We're headed towards a future that is increasingly uncertain. Everything is sort of moving online. Most people don't know what it is they're going to be doing in their future. And there's a lack of, I would say, purpose. There's a lack of meaning. There's a lack of certainty, safety, security, right? There's a lack in general. There's a void. Now, religion can fill that void. Food, sex, video games. Ultimately, I think we need to think for ourselves before we can pick any one of these and just sort of try to fill the void. There's something special about asking ourselves the question, any question, every question, rather than going out into the world and asking questions about the world. Both maybe are linked, they go hand in hand. Either way, I think it's important to start that process. When I look at young people, my age, millennials, Generation Z, I think we're increasingly being indoctrinated in the academic sort of institutions more than we're being educated. A lot of curriculums are pushing students to become protesters, right? It's all about social justice, it's about this, it's about that. And that ultimately is the installation of an ideology. It's not education, it's not promoting critical thought. Well, that's what I want to do. I want to guide people. I want to promote critical thinking. I don't want to install my ideology. I don't want to bring bias to the table. I want people to enter my class, if you will, and try to teach me about themselves as well, what they think and why they think the way they think. It's not a coincidence that, public intellectuals such as Jordan Peterson and Yuval Harari are really making an impact in the world today. I think their main message is get to know yourself, know thyself, right? Greece, sure, it's been influential in the West and has really promoted these ideas, but have people really taken it into their hearts and done it? There's a future, and that future is scary. And we are human beings. I know that the Eastern philosophies tend to promote the idea that you have to be in the present moment, which you do. But at the same time, you are a human being. There are certain things that you have to do in order to live. You have to plan for tomorrow. And how do you balance that with being in the present moment? Well, that's part of philosophy. That's part of life. That's what we're here to do. We're trying to learn that. Whatever your ideology is, whatever your spiritual beliefs are. So we do see technology increasingly sort of making things more difficult for us to understand, hey, what am I going to do with my future? The days of being a student for 8 years in university and then having a career for 30 and then retiring, those are long gone. For the next 100 years, people are going to have to adapt. They're going to need critical thoughts. They're going to need creativity. They're going to need well-being. Well, this is where it begins. Philosophy, thinking, feeling, exploring. So, I'd love to have you here with me in that journey. Thanks for listening.